Hey, welcome back to our shop just outside Kennesaw here in North Georgia. A real quick video. I think I hear most of you going, oh thank goodness. We're going to deal with a large scratch repair on this table, and I'll bring you in and show you in just a minute. It's a $30 table. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it, but I want to show you a technique for scratch repair that allows you to bring the surface of the scratch up to the surface of the table. And it's pretty easy. All credit to Dan Erlewine over on the Stuart MacDonald channel. That's where I picked up this technique. I'll link that video below if I can find it again. And Dan does a much better job with the finish than I'm going to do. But again, this is a $30 table, not a multi-thousand-dollar guitar restoration. So stand by and I'll show you what we're going to do. And here's our little troublemaker. It starts here and goes all the way there. And this is what we're going to use to fix it. This is called Glue Boost Fill and Finish. It's a cyanoacrylate based product. Now, I think you could probably do this just with straight super glue, cyanoacrylate glue, but I have this stuff. I bought it on Amazon. It works well. I'm going to continue to use it. And then the accelerator for this is also sold. I strongly suspect it's the exact same accelerator that is sold elsewhere. This stuff wasn't particularly cheap, but I bought it and it works, and probably next time around when this is gone, I'll just try it with cyanoacrylate glue and regular accelerator, but so be it. Alright, let me, little micro pipette for laying this stuff down in the crack. I get this off Amazon. I bought a whole box of them. I think they were 10 or 12 bucks. Alright, let me get you set up and I'll show you how we're going to get this applied. And here's what we're going to be working on. First thing I'm going to do is take some 320 and just break any of the broken finish that might be sticking up. Now, using my micro pipette, I'm going to get some material inside of it, and then just very carefully lay it in there, making sure I slightly overfill the scratch. Okay, you're in frame. Take some of this accelerator, and that's it. Now it's hard. That's what we have so far. You can see it proud of the surface. The crack is filled, overfilled. Okay, on to the next step. Let me show you how we do that. And here's the next important tool. This is a fresh razor blade. And I hope you can see, but I've put some Scotch tape on either end of it and left only about 1/4 of an inch of blade there. And what this is going to do is going to allow me to scrape it over top of the super glue that we put down. And one layer of Scotch tape, I'm told, is about 2/1000 of an inch thick. So that'll only give us 2/1000 of an inch of super glue that we're going to have to sand down. Now, Dan will strike this on a piece of cast iron to put a little hook on it like a scraper. I haven't found that to be necessary, so I'm going to leave it just the way it is. So what we'll do is we'll put this on our hardened piece, and then using the part that's exposed, we're going to start to scrape it and begin to level it so it'll be just a couple of thousandths of an inch out of the tabletop surface. And I hope you can see what's coming off. Okay, let me get this entire piece scraped down and I'll bring you back. And here's our scrape right here. So now this has been knocked down to level or just a little bit above level. And all we need to do now is do some very light sanding with some 400 grit sandpaper, and I will show you how I do that next. Okay, I've cut a piece of 400 grit paper into about, I don't know, 3/4 of an inch strip or thereabouts. And I'm going to use some soapy water as a lubricant. And this doesn't need a lot of sanding, believe me. But the key here is to put your finger on the place that you want to sand, because I get you in frame there, and just pull the paper through. And that's a good way of spot sanding this crack. And then run your finger along. You'll feel if it's high. You'll feel if it's high, and put your finger right there. Drag the paper right through. Now again, this is a $30 table, so we're not going to take it through the grits. Dan goes through the grits and onto a buffing compound, and he has a chip repair on a guitar pretty much invisible by the end of the video. And we're just looking to get this so it'll pass a quick visual inspection. This is going to be a consignment piece, and we need to maximize our time. All right, let me wipe this off for you. And I don't know if you can see, but our scrape is gone. All right, I'm going to finish sanding this, and I'll bring you back. We'll shoot a little bit of lacquer on it, and we'll be done. Alrighty, and the final step is just what I do is just take a spray can of lacquer. It's just easier than loading up my gun. And mist coat a little bit of lacquer over the repair. And there you go. The gouge is gone. It's not perfect, but it doesn't have to be, not on this project. You can make it perfect, and if you take the time to watch Dan's video, he'll show you exactly how he does it, because he's really, really good. Alright, I hope you found this video helpful. From our shop just outside Kennesaw here in North Georgia. Best regards, thanks for watching, take good care, and remember, it's just wood, color, and some shiny stuff. See you next video. Thanks again. Bye.